Hello, fellow co-workers of the world. My name is Frankie, and I am hyped today. For today's meeting, I'll be showing you a fantastic webcomic and talking about why I love it. Less of a review and more of a scattered list of what I think the artist does right and why you should check it out. So without further ado, let's get into it. Dom and More is a sapphic, slice-of-life romance comic authored and illustrated by Nafisah Tung. Their username online is Dye Me Like a Sunset. And my god, they stay winning because that username rocks severely. For the purpose of this video, I'll be referring to Naf's username because if there are two takeaways I want you to remember, it is the name of this comic and the username of this artist so you can search them up and experience the beauty of life in its many forms. Okay, so firstly, let's get into the characters. For the slice of life genre, it is so mission critical that your characters are fully realized people. I love getting to enjoy the interplay between the people, the scene, or the circumstance she or they may be in. The dialogue, mannerisms, the sense of style, and the way a person carries himself all are tools in an artist's kit to display who that character is. Dye Me Like a Sunset really clearly understands the genre and their character's role in it. From their intro pages, we have Morgan Chambers, the More part of the title. Morgan is described as an introverted chapstick lesbian and... Oh, wait, straight people might watch this. How to explain? Listen, this isn't a report. I'm not defining things. Please just research if you really, truly want to understand the nuances here. Moving on. She's a descendant of Jamaican parents who immigrated to America and at the story start is in her late 20s working as a graphic designer while living with Dom. Speaking of, we have Dominique Lou, the Dom part of the title. Dominique is described as an ace that's leaning gray-sexual. Again, just research if you really want to know the nuance. She's the daughter of a Chinese father and Korean mother, born in Beijing but raised in Seoul before being scouted at age 16. At story start, she's also in her late 20s and working as a fashion model. There is a wider cast of characters, but I'm honing in on our title characters here. Dye Me Like a Sunset just loves them so dearly. Not to tip my hand, I have been following their work for a long while, but even without that context, you can feel how alive these characters are. So much of how they engage with each other just glows with the love and attention of an artist who have had these ladies rattling around in their mind for a while. It's in the little touches, like how Dom will step over the couch to sit with More because she's just so damn tall. Or how More will squish Dom's thighs with her toes while rattling off ideas for a tattoo. It's in the way that Dom shows patience and demonstrates considerate love and kindness for More in her low points, and how More is ready to catch Dom and also guide her with her maturity and wisdom. It can often be conflated that the slice of life genre equals boring. But these girls are anything but. At first draft of this presentation, More had just gone through a significant life event relating to her hair, and she's given the time to really show us why this is so impactful for her. It's what directly spurred me to write this to begin with, because the arc left me in tears. Conveniently speaking of, let's get into the story. The first collection of chapters are very slice of life, like literal snapshots of how the two live together and talk to each other. For my taste, this is a great tone setter. The girlies are in love, my crops are watered, my face is clear, and life is good. We're coming into this dynamic when they clearly have hit a stride with each other. But here's the majesty of Dye Me Like a Sunset's writing. Do not conflate in love with absolutely zero conflict. They have disagreed before and will disagree again. They both have their own struggles they're trying to grow and heal from and conditions to learn to live with. This kind of character exploration works phenomenally within the slice of life genre. It really allows marinating in the moment to moment and scene to scene. It's grounded in reality, and that in turn offers a lot of flexibility for the passage of time, passing as slow or as fast as it needs. Dom and More has a really free sense of tension and release. It never feels meandering to me either. Dye Me Like a Sunset has such a mastery over this, in my opinion. I find a lot of their chapters have a great sense of flow, and later chapters especially operate with the tension being held over multiple chapter runs to allow for catharsis alongside the character. As mentioned, Moore's hair journey really inspired me to present this to you today. I won't be showing panels because I truly want you to experience it for yourself, but just know when I say it left me in tears, it had me weeping. Now, this isn't the only chapter set that's done that, but an ever-present theme of this comic is the process of healing. A considerable amount of time is spent on the character's grief and processing trauma. Everyone's mileage will vary with these kinds of things, and please use the trigger warnings at the start of the chapter to moderate your intake, but to experience the grief and hurt of these characters, and also to get to experience the steps taken to overcome or live with these moments, it's just so real to me. Dom and Moore as characters could be great in any genre. I'm a huge fan of their vampire and priest iterations for Halloween, but this part of their story is just so well handled by being slice of life. There's been some mention of a prologue in the webcomics Discord that could lean into horror inspirations, and I am so eager to see this. The concept pages are just phenomenal. From concept to art, let's get into the art. There have been snippets of the art on display for this presentation, but I want to take time to appreciate Dai's growth as an artist over the course of this webcomic. They have been working as an artist for a time. I've personally been following since the early DeviantArt days, so I always knew that Dai Me Like a Sunset put a good deal of effort into their craft. Beginning chapters are very competent and conveys shape and flow well, but for me there is a clear point where this comic really gets given time. There is this saying online that if you want to become a great artist, you should start a comic, because drawing your characters over and over and over again will force you to improve. Just look at the definition Dom gets further along as we go. And this body change is explained in canon. I appreciate there is definitely this merger of becoming familiar with drawing the characters and a conscious effort to shift her form in context to the story. Dai puts a great deal of effort and research into diversity as well. I especially appreciate how Moore is handled in this comic. Very early on, there is a shift to a softer brush for the palm and soles to better demonstrate her skin tone, as well as in showing her textured hair regrowth over the passage of time in this comic. I've always felt that Dai cares a great deal about embedding a variety of body shapes, cultures, gender, and sexuality into their worlds. It was initially what drew me to their art in those early DeviantArt days as a baby artist. And this comic really is just chock full. I want to keep this succinct, so I unfortunately don't have time to regale you with each additional character shown here, but just look at the silhouettes and the shapes going on here. The truest of treats for me is every art spread this comic gets. Or if you're a supporter on Patreon, there are additional spreads on there as well. These pages are just so gorgeous to me that I truly take the time to appreciate their composition before hitting next page. Hell, I've even gone back to chapters just to look at my favorites before. Now, obviously I'm going to say that. I've been following Dai for a while, for a reason. Their art appeals to me, and probably always will. But it's in part because their technical ability just inspires me to keep trying. The composition, the depth of their tonal values, the literal fashion on display. This piece with the sword and shibari has me going mental. The solid black, the stark red, and the gold. This piece of Dom and Moore sharing affections in these gorgeous outfits. This is what I mean when I say I seek these out, because they're so invigorating. Taking in so much intention and purpose from their art motivates me to be a more conscientious artist as well. So, why you should read Dom and Moore, if you want to. Off the bat, if you like slice of life and want to see queer art made by queer folk, give this a try. That really is the brass tacks of it. Dai Me Like a Sunset clearly understands the genre, and their technical ability in writing, pacing, blocking, and art only improve with each chapter. Dom and Moore will likely live in my top 10 pieces of fiction of all time. I will have all of NAF's socials listed below. If you are able, there is a Patreon for this webcomic. Please check it out and support it if you can. On the off chance that the artist behind Dom and More watches this, first off, hi Naf! I hope you're doing well. I've especially felt so seen and validated by Morgan's mental health journey and in the way Dom's aceness manifests. Your art inspires me and has truly shaped a core part of how I engage with art around me. I'm wishing you only good health and good luck with all of your creative projects. Thank you all in attendance for this presentation. I'm experimenting with this format because it's honestly really fun. It's fun to gush about stuff you like, especially with slides. If you have any queer media recommendations, I look forward to them in the comments. I am always looking for more fiction or non-fiction to check out. And until next time, stay safe. I will catch you on the flip.